Hi there. You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. This is the way.
Hi there. It's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay. Let's get on with the show.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey everybody, welcome one and all. Today is July 25th, 2023. This is episode 140 of Pop Culture Warrior. I am, of course, the Pop Culture Warrior. I'm CQ. And with me tonight is returning fellow guest co-host extraordinaire. He is the Marine with the mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mad Mike.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God, the most awkward entrance ever. Jesus, you just
what
don't
I
get
do.
better.
That's why I'm here. Yeah, the goal is to get worse progressively.
You're on track. You are on track, sir. Thank you guys for tuning in already. A bunch of you out there. Big shout outs. Obviously, we are now streaming live as well as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all the rest. We're also live on Kick. So if you have a Kick account, shit. If you don't have a Kick account, do us a follow. Do us a favor. Give us a follow. Appreciate you. You know, we're so happy to have you guys watching. Everybody, everywhere. Tonight, there is no guest. There is no guest tonight other than myself, my handsome self.
And me.
And
That's all you need.
And this guy. But I love the comments already. They're awesome. We're going to get to that. But we're going to have lots of fun tonight. Lots of great stuff to talk about. A return of one of our favorite games here. We used to call it Eat It or Delete It. I've changed it slightly. It is now Eat It or Yeet It. You know, yeet. We throw it away because my kid says yeet all the time. So it is now the return of Eat It or Yeet It. I've collected a wild assortment of products and things that are being released, and we'll vote. We'll collectively decide if we should eat it or eat it. But we also probably going to be playing games in the second hour, so have your second screen experience ready so you can participate in the games. Lots of fun. Oh, man. And of course, Angry Elf is out there saying we need to open the phone lines. Should we open the phone lines, Mad Mike? What do you think?
We still have a phone line? Who has that?
Who has landlines? You know what? Should I open the phone lines? Possibly.
Maybe, yeah. Depends on how good you guys are.
If you guys behave, we'll turn on. We'll add in the phone lines. Actually, I'm kidding. You know what? Screw it. Fuck it. Phone lines are open. Where do I have my phone line button? God damn it. Where do I keep my damn buttons? There's my phone line button. It's so not fancy. That's not the one. That's not the one. Where the
Just release the hounds. There's some hounds running outside now.
Call the show. There it is. Hey, phone lines are open. 415-889-8367. I mean, if you want to shoot the shit. Quick hello to everybody tuning in. I see comments from Heath, Angry Elf, Peter, Alicia, Jeremy, Richard. Oh, you guys are awesome. Captain Wayne in the house. Appreciate you, bud. Dale Paul. He said, give him a break. He's a Marine. Jeremy, appreciate you, man. Who else we got out there? Oh, you guys are funny. I'm not repeating some of the things you say, but you guys are pretty funny. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Like I said, phone lines will be open for the first hour and maybe the second hour. I don't know. But I got some really cool stuff we could talk about. And in the meantime, obviously, Jesus Christ, that didn't take long. All right, we're getting a phone call. Hang on. And Mad Mike, let me know if you'll be able to hear them or not. But all right, first up on the date, let's start this off on the right foot. This is CQ. Who am I speaking with?
You're going to regret this.
Oh, that's a voice I remember. Please identify yourself, caller.
Yeah, I don't hear.
How do you not know your other co-host? My God.
It's super quiet too.
I'm never coming back on the show. Angry Elf, of course.
Of course, it's Angry Elf. Here, let me. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do this so that my co-host can hear it as well. So hang on 1 second, and then I'm gonna put. Let's put it here. So hopefully, go ahead and hopefully my lovely co-host should be able to hear you as well.
Oh, good. I'm glad that Mike.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
Yeah,
So what are we
yeah.
talking about?
Apparently, there's some hostilities between co-hosts. This is one of those things. Y'all not supposed to cross paths. All right, y'all not supposed to. I keep you separated for reasons.
You had that show 2 months ago where we crossed paths. That's your fault, not mine.
That's true. That's
That was my
true.
idea.
Yeah. I don't know why your volume is so much lower. I'm gonna try to fix that while you're
really
talking.
hard to hear.
But hey, man, how you doing, Angry Elf? What's up? A week where you're not on the show and you just felt like you had to call in. What's going on?
Not much. I miss you, and I'm jealous that Mike is on. But I said, screw it. Open the phone line. You have no guest. You have no agenda. Let's do it.
Fair enough.
Solve problems? Absolutely.
Fair enough. No, that's fair enough. Awesome, man. No, so as much as I appreciate you having on the line, thank you for calling in. It's great to pop the cork. Since you're here all the time and we hear from you all the time, I'm going to leave the lines open for actual fans.
Somebody else actually out there. Like you said, I popped the cherry. I popped the cork. Somebody else call in and let's get some other people on the phone lines. Absolutely.
Okay.
Go back to harassing the chat, and I'll talk to you later.
Awesome, man. Hey, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, as always, for calling in, man. We appreciate you.
Not a problem. Talk to you later.
All right, later, bud. All right, there you go. There you go.
Going up and down. Was it going up and down for you? Or
I was trying to adjust the settings on my side. I don't know why it was coming in so low. Hopefully that was just his line and not the phone lines in general. But that's okay. Fair enough. Okay. What else? Oh, so just as a quick recap, obviously, if you missed last week, we kind of went over it a lot, but there's a Hollywood strike going on. And in solidarity with all the actors and writers that are out there striking, we're going to follow strike rules. And so we're not going to promote, discuss anything related to TV, movies, writing, both written, both acted. We're going to respect the picket lines there and not talk about that stuff. But there's tons more stuff we can talk about because you know what's not on strike? Comics, games, toys, all the like. So I have a bunch of hand-picked topics for us to discuss tonight. Very, very excited to share them with you. Yes, Jeremy, tacos are safe as well. So, man, this is gonna be one of those nights. All right, hang on, we got a caller. All right, here we go. God, I'm so scared. Hi, this is CQ. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, CQ, this is Solo Post, the actual King Smith in the building. How's it going, brother?
The actual King Smith. Hello, sir. How are you?
I knew it would be him. We should have bet.
Hey,
Adelaide. I knew it was going to
be
be.
hesitant because I got a question for you.
Oh, boy. All right.
I was listening to you talk about supporting the writers and actors strike and things like that, and I'm curious, right? Does buying skins in a video game from a licensed show count towards that support or not?
They're not going to get paid for that either way, so it doesn't matter.
That's a great question. Let me think this through. So on the surface, it's a video game, and video games are not on strike. But it is in support of a studio released project. I don't, you know what? If it's not on the FAQ on the SAG strike website, I'm going to say it's safe. There is no mention of purchasing. So in reality, here's the thing. It's about promoting the work. Because even SAG themselves said, like, look, if you go to the movies, go to the movies. If you watch a show, watch a show. It's about not promoting the work. It's not publicizing the work. At this point in the strike, it's not about hitting the bottom dollar. That might come later, right? 3 months in, 4 months in, 5 months in, 6 months in, they might start calling for boycotts and bans and asking you, drop your subscriptions. Don't go to the movies. Don't buy these products. That might come later. So at this point, I'm going to say it is currently safe if you were to, let's say, theoretically purchase a Call of Duty skin that was supporting a TV show like The Boys, as an example. So, yeah.
Okay.
That answer your question?
Right. Hey, that answers my question, man. Thanks for taking my call. Hope you and Matt might have a great show tonight. I'll be tapping in.
All right. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you as always. Ladies and gentlemen, the actual King Smith. Talk to you later, bud.
All right. Peace.
Oh, man, we getting them tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
We might not even get.
I'll just take calls all night.
There you go, guys. If you're feeling extra spicy and you want to step in the ring and step in front of the millions and millions of people watching at home, by all means, give us a call.
Was it Pop Culture Talk Radio we got going on? Let's
Pop
do it.
Culture Talk
Change the title.
That's right, man. Hey, you know what? I ain't scared. I'm about it. Sorry. I don't know why the Skype is so low. I'm literally like blasting it as they're talking so that we can hear them clearly. I gotta figure out. It's Skype, man. It's a piece of shit. I'll just go out on a limb and say Skype's a piece of shit. Anyway, there's a filter missing. That's not a bad idea. I gotta put in a bass filter. I can boost the sound. Anyway, all right. First topic, Mad Mike. I've picked this just for you.
Oh, great.
You've heard of bronies, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So San Diego Comic-Con just happened this past weekend. One of the things that was announced that I was like, I can't believe this hasn't been done before. Comic-Con The Cruise has been announced. So Comic-Con International San Diego announced last week that it is teamed with Entertainment Cruise Productions to produce Comic-Con The Cruise, a new experience launching in 2025 that will bring fans and creators together on a 5-day cruise experience from Tampa, Florida to Cozumel on board the Royal Caribbean's Serenade of the Seas. Now, there obviously aren't any specific details because, we're like a year and a half away, but Comic-Con promises that the event will attract A-list talent and an array of unique experiences tailored to the cruise experience. Now, this isn't the first kind of pop culture kind of cruise. And in fact, just a couple of months ago, we're obviously fans of Kevin Smith and the whole View Askew universe. They announced the cruise, the View. Yeah. I think it was like a View a Cruise experience, is like that, like a cruise experience. That was so that obviously the fans get a chance to hang out with Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, and all the others from around the View Askew universe, from Mallrats to Clerks to Dogma to all that. Now, per a press release, Comic-Con The Cruise is a place where lifelong memories and new friendships will be made, bringing people together over the shared dedication to comics and popular arts. Fans become part of the story with an unprecedented opportunity to interact with actors, creators, authors, and more, and see them in settings and showcases unlike anywhere else. The statement teases that fans will rub shoulders with their favorite artists and stars amidst a vibrant community of the most passionate fans across the globe during events and activities, including unparalleled lineup of talent performing special shows every night, interacting with guests in and out of the ordinary events, stars and icons joining guests in an array of activities such as talent-hosted tastings, trivia sessions, live demonstrations, and more, theme night parties and cosplay events, along with ultimate party band and DJs, competitive video and tabletop gaming, next-level trivia, and more, fun and unique vendors, lively group panels, candid Q&As, meet and greets, autographs, photograph sessions, and so much more. Cabin rates for Comic-Con The Cruise begin at $990 per person, which includes all of the performances, the interviews, the parties, the planners, events, everything, including all meals. So, Mr. Larson, What say you? Let's do it, man. Pop culture warrior on the open seas. Pop culture warrior, the cruise edition. You coming? Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
I don't know. It's like my worst nightmare.
Stuck on a boat with me for 5 days.
It's like, at least when you go to a comic convention, it's like a set time and you can leave. But now you're stuck there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't. Half those people don't wear deodorant. It's.
Well, I mean,
it'll be the only one because some celebrity's gonna get stalked and stabbed or something. If I was famous, I don't want to be on a cruise for 5 days with some of these psychos.
Let me ask you. Okay, so serious question. Serious question. Obviously, nobody's been announced or anything like that. Serious question. What is, in your opinion, like the most A-level celebrity that would sign up to actually do this, right? What is the highest rank of celebrity that's going to go, yes, I will trap myself on a boat with all the crazies for 5 days? Like you're not going to get a Chris Evans. You're not getting Ben Affleck. You're not getting... Brad Pitt, nobody like that. So
unless they could get off at if there's more than one stop, it's like it goes from Tampa to
I'm sure you can help them get off.
And then they get off, they're there for that day, and then they fly back wherever.
I'm sure you can help them get off.
I would say,
that's
yeah.
not a problem.
I'd be like, oh, can I get on that action too? If Manu Bennett's in there, I'm definitely not going.
He's just knock at your door.
I'll be roofied and shit. You might get, you probably get maybe Kevin Smith, someone like that. Maybe depends on how his own cruise goes.
Experience. I don't know, but no,
maybe what's the Lord Sean Astin? Maybe he would do it.
Yeah,
people like that. Your CW type deals.
Yeah, because like a Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin, the guy that played the Flash. Because I just
some
don't...
Star Trek people, maybe, people like that. You're definitely not getting anyone uber. Well, you'll have one. They'll probably have one or two that they had to pay a butt ton of money to, because they have to get people to pay $1,000 for 5.
That's the cheapest ticket.
People are gonna go to see Sean Astin for 5 days straight.
So talking pricing, like the cheapest ticket you're gonna find is just under $1,000, with tax and everything. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking, so obviously you're getting the grand suite, blah blah blah. That's like $4,500 per person. But in that middle range where you're like, well, I want a room with a view. You're looking at about $1,500. You're looking at about $1,500. Now, I mean, the fact that it everything's included, all food's included, but you're still gonna have to travel to and from Tampa. Anyone will tell you don't want to arrive the day of the cruise because God forbid your flight's delayed or something. So you're gonna want to get there the day before. So you're gonna need a hotel. You're gonna need transportation to and from wherever your hotel is to the port. So Ubers and things like that. So easily
you're gonna have to pay for signings. I'm sure there's still a nickel and dime signings, pictures, all that.
This is a Comic-Con after all. So easily your budget's gonna have to be like $300 a day. Because typically these guys, when they go to Comic-Cons, they're spending easily $200 to $500 a day when they're there. So given the circumstance, I mean, I don't know, man. I know vendors will be all over this. They're gonna love this. Although it poses an interesting, just a question of planning and coordination and just all of that. Because I've done a lot of conventions. The day before it opens, they open the doors so that vendors can get set up, and they're backing up trucks, and mountains of equipment and mountains of posters and display items and all these things. They can spend a day or two setting up. With a cruise, you don't get that luxury. Unless they say that first day there's going to be a loading time kind of thing. And then, they'll give them a day to set up. I don't know. The logistics of it, mind-boggling.
They would probably have the boat there early. We'll leave the boat 2 days early, and then you bring all your crap on and set it up.
I mean,
I
possibly.
would imagine.
These cruises,
I don't
though,
know.
dude, they are all about turnover. Like,
That's true.
I just did a Disney cruise. You like literally you parked at 8 a.m. You're off the boat by 10 a.m. By 1 p.m. they're already welcoming the next group. Like, it's about how fast can we turn over this boat so that we can get more. So I can't imagine they're going to waste 2 days for loading. You might get the morning and just, I don't know. They might have like a separate like a cargo loading or something for the, I don't know. But anyway, so
It's
prices,
not my problem, so I don't care.
so prices range from about $1,000 all the way up to, if you crazy and want to get like a junior suite or a grand suite, $3 to $4 grand per person.
That sounds about average for a cruise, right?
Yeah, I
never
think
done it, but
given their circumstances, given what it is and what it's going to be, 5 days of food. I think that's a decent, obviously not accounting for, buying shit there, buying photographs, buying autographs. If you do any like excursions and Cozumel or anything like that, obviously that's all going to be extra. But I mean, if you're the kind that's like, I want to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but I can never get tickets or it's crazy too expensive. I mean, this is being produced by the same folks of San Diego Comic-Con. So while it's not the same thing, I mean,
probably better. I mean, you're on a cruise is giant, but it's still a confined area. You go to San Diego Comic-Con, the people go wherever and you don't see them. They're somewhere on that boat. So if you want to see them, you didn't want to pay $25. You got 5 days to find them.
Who you
after
are.
hours when they're done signing, you'd be freaking running around that thing.
Captain Wayne says, Mad Mike wants some Wookiee cookies and Yoda soda. So hey, people just coming on you now. They're just coming at you. But yeah, so
Typical Friday.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think like, cause right now you can like pre-register and get your tickets and all that. But for me, I do honestly, like, I'm interested. I think it's going to depend on who's going. I think it's going to depend on what, cause if it's the lineup of, let's say, again, not putting anyone down, but like New Jersey's Contrapolis that I just went to, if it's that lineup, I mean, I could, yeah, I don't need to spend thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? I want to know too.
They're still gonna have all the other cruise stuff there too, like
yeah, there's gonna be pools.
Because if I get bored of, I want to go see whoever. I'll be on the slides and whatever,
I mean,
slot machines.
it's got like the whole thing. Like they were saying, like it has rock wall climbing, mini tee off on the mini golf green. Obviously restaurants, poolside, all like it has all this Vegas style casino. That's where I enjoy most of my downtime, is in the casino. But they got arcade, billiards rooms, there's a spa, all that stuff. It's a typical cruise. It's just the theme of this one will be Comic-Con. And I don't know, man. I think it could be cool.
It could, yeah.
Given depending on who is in attendance. I think that's what it's going to they just yeet it onto the ship and talk about loading the ship. Yeet it onto the ship. Yeah, basically. That's actually not Aquaman. If I can get some of the Aquamans, that's not a bad plug-in to other things. So I don't know. I'm considering it. It.
Same. We'll see who they got, and then
it's February 2025. So I feel like it's not summer, which means it like you go out onto the deck of a ship on summer. Speaking from somebody who just went on the deck in the summer, you're not up there for long. You're not up there for long because it is boiling, scorching hot. But come February, it's a nice time to go for a little.
That's perfect
cruise.
weather.
Yeah,
water might be cold though. I don't know if you're gonna be going swimming.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so that is Comic-Con the cruise. So, Mr. Mad Mike, while I have you, I have some. You know what? Should I talk? I got some gaming news and I got some comic news, and I know you're a comic guy, so I think let's talk some comic news. So, do you remember they released that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the Ronin story Obviously,
Yes.
which is great. It was an awesome kind of return to like classic Ninja Turtle storytelling. And for those who don't know, comic book Ninja Turtle. No, I'm not talking the cartoons, but the storytelling in the comics by the artwork and story by Kevin Eastman. Great, really, really great stuff. So for those that don't remember, Ronin was a story set in the future. All but one of the Ninja Turtles were killed in action, and it's a story of him kind of getting his revenge and putting an end to their feud with which it wasn't even like Shredder anymore. It was like the grandson of Shredder, but kind of putting an end to the Foot Clan and like this whole great story. Awesome future stuff, and it was awesome, really good. Now, like anything in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, if it's even a modicum of a success, there's going to be a spin-off, a sequel, a reboot, a prequel, something to continue on the storytelling. It was just announced that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ronin storyline is getting a sequel. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin, which was the original one, is getting a sequel. IDW Publishing announced at San Diego Comic-Con that it will continue the story with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution, which I feel like that's just a mouthful of a thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, per IGN, the blah 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 Re-Evolution features the same creative team that crafted the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ronin series, which became a best-selling graphic novel. Writers Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, artist Ben Bishop, all the people attached, and a story idea that the creators obviously spawned off. This focuses away from Michelangelo. So obviously, the last Ronin turned out to be Michelangelo. He was the last one left. He fought with all their tools and all their weapons and all that, blah blah blah. So he's out as the main antagonist of this story. And instead, it focuses on the new generation of Ninja Turtles introduced in the final pages of The Last Ronin. So you have Yi, Uno, Odin, and Moha. Those are the new Ninja Turtles that were early day trainees at the end of the story. They were training under Casey Mary Jones, which was the daughter of April O'Neil and Casey Jones. So now they're being chronicled in the pages of the prequel series. They were announced at the end of that prequel series, and now they're stepping into kind of their full on. Now they're actually teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, so they have to actually earn the moniker now. So it's a whole thing. Basically, there's a huge power vacuum from what Michelangelo did. So this is years later, and it's figuring out what comes next. So that story will be released December 13th. So I wanted to ask, had you read the Ronin series? What do you think of it, and what do you think of continuing that story?
Yeah, I did. I read it a while ago, and I just rebought it. I guess I lost it, but it was really good. I thought it was best. I mean, Ninja Turtles is Ninja Turtles. I never read them prior to that anyways, because we had the movies when we grew up, and you had the arcade games, it's TV show, all that. That's all you needed. But that was probably, I think, the best one they've ever done. So it'll be interesting to see where he takes it. And I think Eastman's always been the writer for years for the comics as well. So
yeah, he's the
I don't
original
know why they
creator.
stress that, like he's coming back. It's like, yeah, it's your only writer. It's the only guy you have writing Ninja Turtles comic books.
Well, no, like, because I mean, obviously he's the original creator, so it's a big thing, right? Always to like the guy that created Ninja Turtles, and he wrote the real Ninja Turtle stories, whereas there were a lot of like the cartoon comic book versions that were made by like fucking Nickelodeon and all those people. He had nothing to do with those. So it's a return to the creator, to his style of Ninja Turtles, which I actually have a print signed and done by him. I think it's behind the Power Ranger helmet over there. But anyway,
nice. It'll be good. I just wish they would have. Those are the dumbest names ever. Like, come on.
I mean, but you
come on with something better. Like, you did whatever. Like the Da Vinci era S names. Do something similar to that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they went, I think they leaned a little bit more Japanese, which was a lot of the inspiration for the Ninja Turtles. But yeah, you could easily went with, you know, they went Renaissance with the first guys. You could went Greek. You could have went mythological. You could have went, I mean, you can go a number of different ways with that. But it is what it is. But yeah, no, I'm interested. I'm interested. They told a compelling story, but this is the catch-22 with stories like this, because anytime you have a property, and I think to any comic book, to any story, whether it be Ninja Turtles or James Bond or anything like that, you always, we get stories of them in their heyday. We get stories of them in their moment, and you always wonder like, oh, what's the end for them? So this is like they always write these stories that like this is the end, right? Remember Wolverine had Old Man Logan, right? You get these. This is the end of the road stories, and then what happens is they're so overwhelmingly popular that they make a
You
sequel
get Old Man
or a
Logan too, and it's like,
series. Yeah, and
we
it's like,
didn't want it. Like, just now you got to make money, and there's only so much stuff you can.
yeah.
I mean, they rehash There's how many Captain America, like everything, every like 6 months to a year, they redo everything. But
Yep. Yeah.
you play it out. I mean, TV, movies, everyone does it, but
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and that's exactly my point is that it's this idea that okay, if this is successful, regardless of we're going to say this is the last, you're not supposed to talk about movies, but just anything that's successful, you go like this is the end, and then oh, it made money. Well, there's a like the after what happens after
yeah,
the end, and it's like that's not how that works. The end is the end. There is no after the end. So
yeah,
I don't know. It just I feel like it's never as good either. Like you look at all those stories like when they continued on the Old Man franchise and then they tried to do like Old Man this and Old Man that and Old Man it wasn't as good and
yeah,
it didn't capture those those really exciting new beats, that fresh stuff. And then in true comic book fashion is like anytime any spin-off that's not part of the main continuity that is super successful, we got to figure out a way to drag it into the main continuity.
yeah,
When Miles Morales was super popular, yeah, he was the Ultimate Universe. They dragged his ass to the main universe. Old Man Logan, he was part of like some distant future universe. Got to drag his ass to the main universe. Like it's like so I can only imagine. It's only time will tell, but I can totally see where they're like in a cross-dimensional rift. Old man Michelangelo and these new young turtles get teleported to the past and now have to face their younger versions, and it's like, yeah, we get it. We get it. We
yeah.
get it. It is what it is.
It'll be the Turtleverse.
Yeah, was it Enter the Turtleverse? The
Yeah.
Turtleverse. But yeah, so that's that one. Another one, which I remember you being vaguely aware of, and I think you kind of bought into it. For those that don't know, Keanu Reeves decided to jump into the comic book realm. He did a comic book called Berserker. We talked about it. Feels like forever ago.
A while ago.
Yeah, a
It was a
while
year
ago.
ago.
Geriatric mutant Ninja Turtles. That's funny. Nice one, Patrick. That's funny. So Keanu Reeves obviously doing this story called Berserker, and it's about a guy who looks very much like Keanu Reeves, who's walked the earth for like a millennia throughout history and has been a part of like every major conflict in going back to the dinosaurs and shit. And he's basically God level. And it tells his story through the different things. So his first series, their first run, they're just coming to an end of the first season, let's call it, of that franchise. It's been a pretty big hit, which you get a name like Keanu Reeves, it's gonna be a big hit. I mean, the books could be shit, and it's still gonna sell a lot. Mike, you bought into that, right? You got into the books, and was it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's like it's basically Wolverine mixed with John Wick. I mean, they did some. I forgot what it was. I read it a while ago, but he did something like, and he can't die, and now he wants to die. I think it was something biblical or something. I think he got I don't know, whatever. He was like something, he can't die, and now he wants to die. But
Yeah.
it's good. I mean,
Yeah, that was
for
the whole
comic books,
premise.
I thought it was really good. I like it, and I think people bought into it too because he wants to make it a show or a movie or whatever. So
Exactly. Yeah, I think the whole premise of the book was he didn't even know why he was this way. He couldn't even remember all of his life or all of his time, and he was working for the government because they promised to give him all the secrets to why he was the way he was.
that's right. That's what it is.
And so it's ending up its final volume this year. It's finally coming to an end, that story. That said, it's already been set up and primed to be a massive multimedia franchise. It's got a movie adaptation in the works, an anime series in the works, and a novel, an actual novel in the works. Add to that list, Berserker comic book series has also announced a prequel story. It's a one-shot titled Berserker Poetry of Madness #1. Now, I don't know why you can call something a prequel one-shot and yet also say it's Poetry of Madness #1. Because typically wasn't one-shots like one comic book telling a complete story. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know
Depends on how successful it is, and then they'll have volume 2.
Yeah, exactly. As detailed in the press release, Berserker publisher Boom Studios, Berserker Poetry of Madness will be a Lovecraftian nightmare that follows the titular character, B, at an earlier point in his immortal existence, where he was known as the Tip of the Trident, or Poseidon's pet demon, while serving as a protector of the city of Atlantis. So, I mean, the guy's been around. While full details haven't been fully revealed yet, it's clear that the story will be the Berserker's version of Atlantis and how it sank down to become the undersea kingdom of legend. So I don't know, man. What is that something enticing to you? Do you want a prequel series on the Berserker?
No, not by any means. Especially when you read that, I was like, no, I'll pass. I hate Aquaman, Submariner, anything underwater. I think dumbest character ever.
The Little Mermaid.
Now you're gonna put Berserker under there? Like, get out of here, dude. Anything else? Go anywhere else. I don't know.
So do you think he can breathe underwater? Is that
dinosaurs or whatever? Right? I guess you can. He just drowns every 7 minutes.
He's just in a
he can't die, so he just drowns. He's like 7 minutes and then he drowns. So the whole comic is like.
No, he's back. There was a story that was done on that. What was it? I think it was Wolverine versus, and it was his son, Dakin, had trapped him, and he's like, I know I can't kill you, but he basically figured out a way to like hold him underwater, like he was like bolted down underwater, so he was just continually drowning, and he was like trapped there for months. Imagine drowning every few seconds for just because it was like the water would push out, he'd regain consciousness and drown again, and just do that over and over. And he's like, I'll just keep you there forever, and it was a whole thing. But yeah, that'll make
you crazy if it wasn't crazy enough.
Yeah, that messed it. That'll mess him up. That'll mess him up for sure. So there's some comic book news for you. Let's switch it up. I've been wanting to come back to this segment for a while. This goes back, for those of you that have been around for long enough, you remember we've done Eat It or Delete It or Eat It or Yeet It, as it's now called. I have a list of things for you, and I'd love if you in the chats would do me the honor of oh Jesus, what we got?
Oh, scared me. I was like, what's going on?
We're getting a call. Hang on one second. Here we go. Hello, this is CQ from Pop Culture Warrior. Who am I talking with?
The only one you know is Grooming Reviews 101.
The Grooming Reviews 101. Peter, what's going on, bud? How you doing?
What's going on about you guys?
I'm good. I'm going to bump up your sound a little bit here so that we can really get the audience to hear you. I don't know why Skype's just being so quiet today. What's up, buddy, man? Thank you for calling.
I'm always calling in when I got a chance. You know how I am.
I appreciate it. Anything on your mind?
Your show, your topic, pick one. Let's go and run with it.
All right. Well, so far we've talked about the San Diego Comic Con doing the cruise. Is that something you think you'd be interested in?
Probably not. I don't see me doing a cruise. My Greek ass doesn't know how to swim, so I'm saying where the ground is planted.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What else? We did some comic book news. We talked about Ninja Turtles Last Ronin, the sequel, and Berserker, the comic prequel. Does any of that sound interesting to you? Is there anything like you might look into in the future?
I will be looking into that Ninja Turtle one, to be honest with you. I've been hearing for a while they're actually talking about making a live action movie eventually.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not against the strike to postulate what could be. Uh, yeah, I mean, anytime there's a passionate fan base for a given property, for years, the fans have wanted Batman Beyond to be a live action. So, and given how many times, Ninja Turtles has been brought back in cartoon form and movie form and video game form, there's obviously a big push for it. So I definitely think that's something that could be in the future. I don't know, man. What do you think, Mike?
You know what? The whole Roman series, I think it's actually a very good series and a very fascinating series because they're taking it to a dark level that we're not used to seeing in the show since they were launched. Back when they launched, there was a very dark and gruesome series. A lot of people didn't read it because of how gruesome it was.
Yeah. The old stuff had decapitations and guys getting their limbs chopped off and all that. But yeah, you were gonna say something, Mike?
Yeah, and Robert Rodriguez, he wrote the introduction on the graphic novel too, so I could see him doing that. That would be pretty badass.
Oh, yes, something in the style of like what do you do? The mariachi, Desperado. Yep, something in that very grounded, low budget style. I think I mean, people knock it, but I enjoyed the original, Teenage
'80s
Ninja Turtle
ones.
movies. Yeah, man, it was good movies. The live action, the suits, man, still haunt your dreams.
I thought it was awesome. I geek out with them all the time. I still watch them time and time again. I think they did a great job with them.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really all we've covered so far. I mean, me and Mike are gonna dive into this eat it or yeet it discussion. So I'll be curious, man. Be in the chats and let us know what you think, because we got some crazy concoctions that are being released. So I want to hear your take.
Ooh, that's my topic. I'm definitely interested in that one.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, man, thank you for calling in. Obviously, as always, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Definitely stay fresh, buddy.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Once again, that was Pete from Grooming and Reviews 101. Great channel, man. If you're into the keeping your, I mean, obviously Mike, he can't grow. It's okay. He grows like 3 in weird places, but it's fine.
I can grow a full beard. I shave every day like a good Marine.
You don't grow facial hair. Anyway. But yeah, that's Pete, a great guy. Check out his channel, Grooming and Reviews. It's great stuff. He talks all about the products and how to do the things. And anytime I grow out my beard, which we're getting close, man, another couple months, I'll be growing out the beard again. But I always check in with him. He gives great advice. So moving on, eat it or eat it. We got some doozies, man. We got some doozies. I've been putting together a large smorgasbord, if you will, of things. And now typically what I used to do is I would kind of put it in what I felt was like order of like most realistic to most just off the wall, impossibly crazy, no way. But then I felt like that doesn't give us an opportunity to hear from the fans and what they think. So I kind of just jumbled them all together, mixed them up at random, and we'll talk about them as they come out. So, are you ready, Mad Mike?
So many of these things. I don't know why.
Eat it.
I don't know why they do these things.
I love it. I love it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's switch over to split screen. Hey, there it is. Okay, first up, and everybody say hi to Marty. Hi, Marty. I haven't seen Marty in a while. My little bobblehead friend. Hey, buddy. He bobbles. If you pay doesn't bobble very much, but he bobbles. Anyway, if you don't know why he's called Marty, that's an old joke. Let's see. First up, let's roll the dice and see what comes in. Oh, yes. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. All right, let me pull up my notes. Baja Blast is back. As temperatures spike across the country, the beloved Mountain Dew flavor has returned to stores. Not only is regular old Mountain Dew Baja Blast and Baja Blast Zero Sugar available in bottled and canned varieties for the next few months, but this year's release has brought forth 2 new flavors to add to the Baja family. So Mountain Dew officials revealed, and you probably can find it in stores now, the 2 new flavors accompanying Baja Blast this year are Baja Blast Caribbean Splash and Baja Blast Passion Fruit Punch. While Passion Fruit Punch is a little self-explanatory, passion fruit and tropical punch flavors, Caribbean Splash is said to be primarily guava-based. So, Baja Blast, I feel like that's a staple at this point, right? People are into it. So, for folks in the chats, let us know. Are we in the eat it category or are we in the yeet it category? Because I'm curious. I gotta imagine this is on the eat it side, right? This is tame. This isn't wildly off base. This is a slight variation, a couple new flavors, playing with some Caribbean punch guava flavors, right? That's Mike.
I feel like they're all the same. They just dye them different colors. It's all just regular Mountain Dew. They give it a different name and some toxic ass bright color that you probably shouldn't ingest. Like, oh, looks like antifreeze.
Yeah,
Caribbean Blast.
So you're saying it's like M&Ms where people are like, oh no, they're different flavors, and it's like no, it's just
same
just
stuff,
colored,
different packaging,
dyed different colors. Okay,
yeah.
So Mike's in the category of it's nothing new. It's the same old, same old. All right, so okay, Eslam with talk. Mike is a hater. That's
I am. That's like my favorite thing to do.
At his quintessential core, he's just a hater. Okay, what is next? Next up, let's get rid of Baja Blast. It was an easy start.
Yeah.
That was an easy start to it. Let's see what's next. We've got the Kraft Big Mac and Cheese. So now, and before we dive into the rest of the list, I gotta pause and say that none of this is made up. Some of these are gonna sound made up.
So
None of this is made up.
What is this? Big Mac flavored mac and cheese, or a Big Mac with mac and cheese on it?
Yes, you can't see the picture, but it is a Big Mac.
I'm looking at it, but I can't tell
mac
what
and
it is.
cheese in the Big Mac. Now, so while I will asterisk and say that all of these things are real, I was gonna say all of these are real, but the asterisk on this one is this isn't really real. So by that I mean Kraft Mac and Cheese has launched an official Where's the Mac .com. It's a website that is a call to action. They want McDonald's to add mac and cheese to the iconic Big Mac. Because the way they see it, you can't call yourself a Big Mac without actual Mac involved. So, this is a campaign that Mac and Cheese is doing. Fans can get involved. You can actually go to where'sthemac.com, visit the site. You can draft a personalized tweet from your personal Twitter account or X account now it's called, the fucking that's all about. And it automatically tags McDonald's, adding in a hashtag Where's the Mac. There's also, you can fill out a corporate feedback. So they literally, you can click on the link and it takes you to McDonald's corporate feedback, where you can put in a form asking to have Kraft mac and cheese added to the Big Mac. And for your effort as a fan, you'll get a coupon for a free box of Kraft mac and cheese. So that way, at the very least, you can make it at home on your own. So while this isn't a thing you can buy yet, Kraft mac and cheese is really petitioning. They have gone through a lot of effort to try and make this a real thing. So there you have it. Kraft Big Mac and Cheese Burger, I guess.
So smart of them. That's like, oh, how are we going to boost sales? Like, let's make McDonald's buy all of our mac and cheese.
If this ends up on the menu, you have to basically do the Taco Bell open till 3 a.m. thing. Because the only way you're getting sales on this, I'm imagining, is 1 a.m. when someone is drunk or stoned and is just like, you know what would be good right now? Mac and cheese on a burger. I mean,
yeah. Well, they're open. Most of them are open 24 hours anyways. So
yeah, that's true. And pretty soon they're not gonna have employees anyway. They're gonna have all the robots doing the machine thing stuff anyway. But yeah, I don't know. This just seems messy to me. I looked at the picture and I'm like, it just doesn't.
Because the Big Mac was kind of messy as it was, and now it doesn't stay where it is. It's creamy mac and cheese. I mean, I don't know.
Captain Wayne says
like eating a sloppy Joe in your car.
The Captain Wayne says the spaghetti burger is next. Just throw some
Chef Boyardee spaghetti burger.
Chef Boyardee burger. Let's see. Patrick says this photo looks good, but the amount of moist ingredients sounds like it will be a sloppy mess when you get it from the restaurant. Yeah. Angry Elf says, yeet that shit. There you go. What the fuck? So there you go. It's I'm not getting a lot of eat it or yeet it in there. You got a lot of comments. I'm curious. I need a pulse check, people. Are we eating this or are we yeeting this? Mike, what's your official verdict?
I'm eating this. I don't eat McDonald's anyways, but definitely not this.
All right. So Mike is firmly in the eat. Like, I don't know. I'm tempted to want to try it, but I don't know.
I've had one. I mean, there's some restaurants that you can get a burger with mac. It's good. Yeah. But it's like homemade stuff. It's not. Kraft is, I don't know, subpar macaroni, and McDonald's Big Macs is gross. It hasn't been good for like 25 years.
Subpar burgers. So that's a match made in heaven. Now, I can totally see Taco Bell stepping in and being like, you know what? We put cheese on our tacos. Let's
mac and cheese taco. It's gonna be the taco. Doritos mac and cheese taco. Doritos Mac Loco tacos.
The Loco Mac Cheese Dorito Taco. Like,
I'm sure they've tested it. They've had a lot of things they've tested. I guarantee you they've tested putting mac and cheese in a taco.
Jeremy says, eat it because I've had it. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Captain
I mean, you can do it at your house. You can just get your free box of mac and cheese and go buy a Big Mac and put it on there.
Oh, okay. Here's a thought. Have you ever had, Patrick just said it, the mac and cheese nuggets, the ones where they deep fry them? So you throw that in the burger. Maybe that helps it hold together so that it's I don't know, fried. That's what you need to add to a burger. Fried mac and cheese. That's what's missing from a burger.
Just do it the right way, like people from freaking Wisconsin do, and put cheese curds on your damn burger like a freaking American. That's the best thing. If you got Culver's by you, get some cheese curds. Pile those bad boys on your burger. A little ranch. Oh.
Curds. All right. Let's spin the big wheel. What is next? Ah, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember growing up and getting it's a hot summer day and getting a big old gulp of Sunny D? You want to relive those glory days? Well, now as an adult, you can get Sunny D Vodka Seltzer. Your childhood and adulthood collide. The Sunny D Vodka Seltzer contains 4.5% alcohol by volume, 95 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. You can find
And
this.
you'll let everyone know you're a flaming homosexual.
It can be found at Walmart if you are so inclined.
Of course, it'll be at Walmart. Where's the least respectable store we could put this in, where white trash will be able to buy it? Walmart.
Man. It was like, find at your local Payless Shoes. Your Sunny D vodka seltzer.
Kmart.
Man. I mean, I don't know. Part of me like kind of wants to just try it, like just to see what it tastes like. I'm not a seltzer guy, but I'm curious. It piques my
vodka. Just put Sunny D and put vodka in it like a normal human being.
Which, how does anything with the Sunny D name on it have 0 grams of sugar? That to
right?
me,
it's all sugar. It's
makes
like
no
sugar-free
sense.
Kool-Aid. It makes no sense.
Makes no sense. So what? It's literally an orange dipped its balls into some vodka seltzer, and they're like, boom, Sunny D vodka. That's what the D stands for. It dipped just the tip.
Yeah,
in.
just the dip.
It's just a little D of Sunny. Some dude named Sunny just dips his D. There you go. Tastes like orange. Let's see.
And it's also seltzer like that. Seltzer's bitter, and Sunny D, like you said, it's full of sugar. It's sweet.
I understand.
I don't know.
It's
It
contradicting.
doesn't sound like it'll taste
theories.
anything like Sunny D at all.
Let's see. Captain Wayne says, I think I puked in someone else's mouth a little bit.
That's probably the same as drinking a Sunny D seltzer.
We call that a Sunny D. I hope it has more flavor than the other seltzers. I don't want this tasting like an orange on low batter mixed with TV static. Nice.
Exactly.
All right. Jeremy says it's in aisle 6. All right, so you've had the Sunny D. Heath says Sunny D with vodka. My kids are gonna love this.
There you go.
You ever wonder what you want to know how to put your kids down? Like, here, kids, try this new Sunny D.
I'll tell you what, you buy a bunch of those, give them to your kids, and then sue them. It doesn't say anywhere on there not for kids.
Alcohol.
Unless it does. I'm sure they'll put that on it.
Pete says it's a virgin screwdriver. I mean, I guess well, no, because virgin would be non-alcoholic, but yeah, it's a no sugar screwdriver.
It's 4 virgins.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, we got a lot of yeet that shit. Eat it hard and fast. Just make that at home where you just make it at home where you won't be judged.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's where you're
man.
like, oh man, I don't have anything else to mix my vodka with, and you're like, oh, I got the kid Sunny D here.
Yep.
I've done it with Capri Suns before. I'm admitted.
Captain Wayne says it's a Guantanamo staple. That's how they serve that shit up to the prisoners. And he says, I can't wait until they start selling NyQuil with vodka. I'm down. I'm with that. All right. Send that
Probably
crap
on the
to
list
space.
here.
All right, fair enough. That was good. I like that. Keep those, man. Keep those coming. Let me tell you something. We keep comments like that rolling. I might make clips out of this and put this shit on social media because that's just funny right there. Okay, somebody's got to put these people in their goddamn place. All right. What is next? Yes. This one. Now, I'm a big fan of Oreos. Now, this one's not too crazy. I just thought it was fascinating. Obviously, Oreos has a long history of doing crazy flavors and doing crazy things. This one's not that crazy. These are special edition Oreos that include cookies with Xbox controller button designs on them. So you have like the A button, the B button, the up, the Xbox logo, X, all that stuff. Now, in a given set, when the correct code combinations are entered, you can actually unlock Forza skins, Sea of Thieves, Halo Infinite. Like, there's a bunch of like codes you can get. Like, remember when you get like Coca-Cola and they'd have codes inside of it? So it's like that, only you can use the cookies to basically, you put them in the right order and they'll make a code that you can actually get stuff with. Now, unfortunately, this is a Europe-only promotion, so you won't see this in the States. But I just thought that was a clever collaboration. Xbox and Oreo, putting in like you have to like line up all the cookies. So you can
Yeah,
get
we
the
do line them up and take a picture. And be like, is that right?
like, I don't know. I
Or
don't
does it
know.
automatically work? It's like brr, brr. You just line them up and the cookies are like brr, 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 you win. Like that's creepy. I don't know if I should eat these now.
Yes, yes. I mean, yes. So this is a clear eat for me, right? Because it's nothing crazy. It's just Xbox cookies I'm an Xbox guy. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm an Xbox guy. So give me Oreos with Xbox logos and buttons on it. That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
You'll eat Oreos with anything on it.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Well, anything. All right, so
Yeah.
we'll move over that. That's an easy
We just
one.
had Mario Kart ones the kids got. So
Okay. Mario Kart. Okay. Oh yes. Yes. All right. So we talked about this a while ago, actually. For a limited time, there was once a limited run production of Pepsi and Peeps marshmallow flavored soda. I don't know if you remember that. We talked about it a while ago. First created back in 2021 because the COVID made everyone crazy. But the unholy collaboration is back. So let me pull up this. There it is. It is back in all of its glory. It says here that for the first time ever, it is now available at retail. Because originally, when this limited run was made, you had to like enter a contest. I mean, it wasn't like hard. Like a bunch of people won. It's like they were giving like 50,000 cans or whatever it is. But that was it. You couldn't buy it. You had to win it. Well, now they said, "Fuck it, we're going full retard. We're gonna send it full send." So you have all the flavors of Peeps now in Pepsi flavor, and yeah. I mean, if it wasn't diabetes water before, it's like diabetes plus water.
that just tastes like shit. It's gross. Peeps are disgusting, anyways.
I know one guy out there who loves him some Peeps.
And he just has bad taste. I don't know why we're friends with that guy.
Friends is a hard. That's a hard. It's a stretch. I mean, we're associates.
Acquaintances.
We're acquaintances. So let's see.
No, I like they made them brightly colored, so I know who to hate while I'm in the store. Like, yeah, I hate you. But we're not gonna be friends.
Jeremy says a horrible mess. Patrick says yeet for sure. Scott, can we just get cocaine back in Coke?
Right?
Can we just get the Coke back in Coke?
At least that's respectable.
Tradition. Captain Wayne says, Peeps anything is an automatic yeet. I swear a mad scientist is laughing manically right now. Yes. Pete says, nah, I'm good. Yeah. I think it's an overwhelming yeet. Yeah, Peep soda. Coca-Cola does some like wild flavors and off the wall. Like I remember they had like space dust was a flavor and like cosmic galaxy. Like they do some stuff. But Pepsi takes the cake when it comes to like just how far can we push it? And there's more from stand by because there's more from Pepsi coming up later. Because that's
it's like do they try it or they just like I don't think they do. They just bottle that shit and package it and put it out.
They just send out mass like spam emails to every company. Will you do a flavor with us? I'm like, dude, we're Nike. Like, yeah, would you do a flavor with us? Would you Nike flavored Pepsi? You know, like
it's like it tastes like Pete.
It tastes like someone's foot.
They're like the Taco Bell of soda companies. Just put whatever
they
out
are.
there.
They're owned by the same company, so they are the Taco Bell.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. This one, I'm going to preface and say that I like it. I'm behind this one. Let's see, bringing it up. Imagine Friddle Balloon. Pepsi must be in bed with Big Pharma. Give everyone diabetes. Yes, I think Pepsi is.
They got stock and insulin production.
All right, here you go. Starting immediately, Popeyes has released the new Oreo cheesecake nationwide. It's available at all participating locations. This treat uses real crushed Oreo cookies as the crust and has a cheesecake topping made up of an Oreo filling and more Oreo cookie bits on top. Now, this is considered a limited time offering as supplies last, while also joining the two permanent dessert items, which are currently the apple pie and strawberry biscuits. So, for the immediate future, get yourself a chicken sandwich and an Oreo cheesecake. I'm with it. I'm with it. This is an eat for me. This is an eat. I love me some Oreos. We've already established that, and I am.
But it's not. It's new to them. I feel like there was another restaurant that had it for a while. I thought
Burger King had like a it had like a cheesecake, but it was a Hershey's cheesecake that they had. It was like the drizzle and the thing, but Oreo crumb bottom, Oreo mixed filling with Oreo sprinkled on the top. Yeah, man. He says, "Fuck anything, Popeyes." Really? I like the chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich is yummy. I'm kind of in the mood for a chicken sandwich now. Turtle pie is better. I can agree with that. A good turtle pie. I could. Man, we went to Contrapolis, and I was like, man, I'm trying to avoid sugar. I'm trying to cut back, and they had like a whole fudge station, and I was like, geez. And I was walking by, I'm like, nah. And they're like, would you like to try any of them? I'm like, well, yes, I'm gonna try them.
If you're gonna twist my arm,
look, maybe you're just gonna give it to me for free. And then I ended up buying some turtles because they were fucking delicious. Eat the turtles. Eat the turtles. Yes. All right. So that's just me. I'm with some Popeyes. All right. We got a couple more. Continuing on the Oreo trend, it looks like. So you know how there's normal Oreos, and then you got your double stuff, right? You got your mega stuff. Then they went far the other way, and they got the thins, which has like no cream. It's just two Oreo, like someone licked it and put two Oreo cookies together. And so you get your your normal, your double, your mega. Not too long ago, they created the most stuff Oreo. This thing was massive. It was like, remember those ice cream cookies? You know, the cookie ice cream, whatever, the ice cream sandwiches. It was like thick. It looked like those. It looked like small versions of those. Well, they've taken it up a notch. You would think, how could they have possibly went up a notch from the most stuffed Oreos? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the most Oreo. It's basically the most stuffed Oreo, but it's not just cream. It's cream crushed with mixed, like it's cookies and cream inside the cookie. So they basically took the most stuffed Oreo, and instead of just regular cream, it's cookies and cream. So it is the most Oreo you could possibly have. And I'm ashamed to say my mouth is watering right now. I'm just salivating because I will destroy some Oreo right now. I mean, that is just, my God. It's something to behold. Thoughts? I need to get myself together here.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'm not a big fan of Oreos. I like the regular ones. That's about it.
You are.
I couldn't do that. And I don't know why. Do people really like all the extra cream in there? I don't know. I felt like it's perfect the way it was.
People do. People like it. Because you don't remember the classic thing of like, you take an Oreo.
I've had the thin ones. I'm like, this is just depressing and this shouldn't be a thing. But
you don't remember doing the thing as a kid where you would like, cut the Oreo and then like cut another Oreo and stick them together and basically make a double stuff. You don't remember doing that?
I didn't do that, but I know that was a thing.
That was definitely a thing. That's so sad. That's so sad. You make me so sad, Michael. So for reference, I just want to show the folks at home, the fine folks at home. Here's a quick for us fatties. We love a good reference chart.
You eating a triple stuffed?
Here's
Okay.
You have your thins, right? There's your thins. You have your original. That's where Mike draws his line. The original.
Yeah,
You got
good
your
right
double
there.
stuff. Then you got your mega stuff, right? Then you go into the most stuff, but now not just as a cream, it is the cream but crushed up with cookies and cream. So it's an Oreo. So it's an Oreo flavored Oreo. That's what they've done. They've stuffed the most cream and it's an Oreo flavored Oreo.
I feel like they should do the thin cookie parts over the most cream parts. I just gave them their next cookie to come out. So use the wafers for the thin ones and put it over the cookies and cream most part.
Oh, so you're saying thin out the cookie part. So it's legitimately the most cream you could possibly have. The ratio.
Yeah.
The most cream to the least amount of cookie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give the people what they want. They seem to just want that. Why not do that?
Just diabetes flavored Oreos. It's just straight diabetes between two cookies.
Every one in 1,000 packages has a free insulin needle in it.
They're gonna have to release it with every package.
Insulin shot, the whole shot.
Oh, Jesus. But I mean, I kinda want to get a bag of Oreos. I kind of want to do it. I gotta stop. I need help.
I know you're right. We know you're gonna buy it.
I need help.
Someone can buy it for you and send it to the P.O. box.
Yeah, send it to my P.O. box. P.O. box, is it P.O. No, Pop Culture Warrior, P.O. Box 274, Monrovia, Maryland 21770. Circling back to Pepsi, because fuck Pepsi. You're a baseball fan, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
left. Yep.
I don't know if you heard this story, but hot dogs are better with Pepsi. So PepsiCo is launching Cola Chup as a limited time condiment only available at Chase Field in Phoenix, Yankee Stadium in New York City, Target Field in Minneapolis, and Commercia Park in Detroit. Comerica, whatever. It is Pepsi flavored ketchup. Pepsi, I repeat, Pepsi flavored ketchup. I don't know how you make Pepsi flavored ketchup.
There's no better way to ruin a hot dog. Nobody ever wanted that, and no one's ever said that. You know what would taste good with this hot dog is Pepsi.
Pepsi ketchup
on it. You don't see people like that. No, just can I get a cup? I like to dip my hot dog in a Pepsi here.
Somebody was at the
lid for that. No lid for my Pepsi. I like to dip the dog in it.
But
no one ever.
First.
I've never seen it anywhere. Like nothing.
Well, first they have to spray the ketchup into the Pepsi, and then dip the dog in there because to really get the pure flavor. Somebody was at the World Eating Championship and watching them dip the hot dogs and eat it. And he's like, I think you could do that with Pepsi. I think there's a way. You guys
they were probably petitioning, what's his name? Joey Chestnut. Like, would you use a Pepsi? And he's like, hell no. And they're like, we'll just make our own condiment. We don't need you.
There you go. Captain Wayne says, Pepsi, who's your dealer and what's their number? Because they are on some good stuff.
Good stuff.
Pepsi flavored ketchup. God bless.
I was like, we're just going to piss people off into buying our products.
Oh, Heath, God bless you. Just use the wiener as a straw, like drill a hole. You just suck them. Oh God. just, just sucking that wiener for all it's worth. Get all that Pepsi right up into that wiener. All right. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna buy Pepsi anymore.
Just don't
teach them
support
a
this
lesson.
company.
I don't buy it anyways.
Somebody's got to teach these crazies a lesson.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this hype train going. All right, now here's one that might be the most normal out of all of them. It is animal crackers dipped in peanut butter and then chocolate, so that they are basically Reese's animal crackers. I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with it's a cracker.
Well,
some
I'd
peanut
try
butter,
it.
some chocolate. Yeah, like this is on the spectrum of normal behavior. This is like, okay, that makes sense. All right,
Actually
so yes,
makes it a little better. It's edible.
it's edible. So this is now on shelves across the nation. Each bag of Reese's Dips animal crackers features 13 different animal shapes, dipped in, you guessed it, peanut butter and then chocolate. So why can't all things just make sense this way?
Good for you, Reese's. Way to be normal.
Way to
Actually try your products.
way to keep it in the box. We like it in
Yeah.
the box. Good
It's
job.
like, we're trying to make money. We're not trying to have a bunch of this stuff come back to us or just be destroyed.
So many lawsuits. So many lawsuits. People so sick. All right, so that's a clear eat it, I think. Even if you're not into peanut butter, Heath, we got you, but it at least is in the realm of it makes sense. This one, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm okay with this. This is Dr. Pepper bourbon flavor. Okay. Now, so Dr. Pepper Popular Soda brand has released a new flavor to try to match the cozy feelings of the fall season. So, if you're looking for a soda that fully encapsulates the flavor of bourbon with notes of vanilla, caramel, chocolate, and cherry, this could be the one for you. The beverage also happens to be non-alcoholic, despite, the way it looks. Unfortunately, this is not a wide release. This is not something you're going to find at your local grocery store. Despite Waco, Texas being the city where Dr. Pepper originated from, it is not commercially sold there or anywhere else. This limited edition Fansville Reserve required you to sign up for their rewards program called Pepper Perks. After you would do that, you'd need to participate in an online scratch game that they had on their website. You could win the prize of a can. All of this is free. You just needed to, put your name, email, register, blah, blah, blah. Hope you win. And then, so those were, I forget the exact number, but they were released. You could win them online. You could find it. People are actually selling these online. I considered purchasing one. I considered it. But as any limited edition item, people just charge absolutely ridiculously absorbent amounts of money. And you can actually go out there right now and buy Coke, like Jack and Coke, where it's Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola in a can. Like they make those. You can actually buy those in there. I even saw was honey Jack Daniels lemonade, like in a can. They not sponsored, but partnered and branded and all that. So I'm sure this was a way of them to get people interested in their website and all that stuff. And maybe if there was a high enough want, I don't know. Thoughts? Bourbon flavored Dr. Pepper?
It's not bad. I put bourbon in Dr. Pepper before. I mean, when you're in a pinch, you're in a pinch.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Just do that. You don't have to get a flavor. Just add bourbon to freaking Dr. Pepper.
Just, we're all grown ups.
Try it once.
Who isn't into DP? We're gonna assume you mean Dr. Pepper. We're gonna assume you mean Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I mean, there you go, Dr. Pepper. I somebody's in the chat.
It's
I
not
tried
bad.
that DP. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Dr. Pepper. So anyway, so again, as the asterisk there is not commercially available, but you can find it out there. It is a real product that exists. Next up, we have here's one, Kit Kat. They've been known for doing some wild flavors. This is the churro flavored Kit Kat. I don't know. I mean, they're calling it the candy of the summertime. I don't necessarily think of churros when I think of like summertime snack.
No.
No, I don't know. Like, because on the surface, I'm like, it's a sweet and cinnamony kind of snack, and I could see where, but I don't know. I don't know where I lie on this one. I really don't.
Where do you get the only places I've ever seen churro is like Disney. Disney and Universal. It's not like you go out and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna grab a churro. It's like not widely available.
You don't go to many Spanish neighborhoods, do you?
No, I don't.
they're pretty. It's like flan and churros are pretty widely available in the Spanish communities. But that being said, like churros are a thing that can be really delicious or really bad. Like just hard, chewy. So
yeah, that's Universal. If you buy one at Universal Studios, that's what you're getting. just so you know,
nasty, crunchy.
It's the worst churros you can ever have, and they have pumpkin ones. It's just fucking gross.
All right, so according to the brand, the new churro flavor is an homage to the beloved dessert and is intended to bring back fond summer memories. Again, I don't know why they keep referring to summer memory. We eat churros whenever the fuck we want. No matter where you are or what you're doing for the season, the flavor pairs the taste of churro with the crunch of a Kit Kat, with Kit Kat churro featuring a buttery churro-flavored cream with sugar mixed between Kit Kat fan favorite wafers. The new flavor is set to be on store shelves in time for National Churro Day, which passed back in June 6th. So you'll see these in the market right now. The new Kit Kat churro is the latest flavor innovation from Kit Kat. Innovation. The brand has previously launched flavors such as Kit Kat Fruity Cereal, seen that one, Kit Kat Blueberry Muffin, Kit Kat Birthday Cake, Kit Kat Lemon Crisp, and many more, including recently, as someone else put in the chats, Kit Kat Duo Strawberry and Dark Chocolate, which was introduced last year. Heath said the Strawberry Dark Chocolate isn't bad. So there you go. Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
That's why they're saying this summer, because they release in June. It's like they're releasing it, so they want you to buy it. They're just putting it in your head. It's just marketing.
It's just.
But I don't know. It depends. I'll buy them when they're on clearance, 50 cents.
You're gonna see a lot of Kit Kat churros for Halloween.
Yeah, there you go.
They're like, tastes like summertime. I don't think so. All right, so that's shit. All right, so here's an interesting one. A lot of this has been snacks and things like this. Here's one that is a food and is interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and put these up there. These are Lego burgers. There is a pop-up restaurant in Los Angeles called Brick Burger, which will be serving Lego-inspired burgers in a Lego-inspired restaurant with Lego-inspired decor, obviously. Also, fun enough, it's a build-your-own burger, which, makes sense if you're Lego build-your-own. It's clever. But, nothing... Patrick, I like that. Lego burgers. When you eat them, you'll shit a brick. That's funny. That's funny. So obviously they're not actually branded by Lego. These are Lego inspired. They're the I was gonna say the Duplo. What was the other? Not the Duplo. Mega Blocks. They're the Mega Blocks of burgers. Can you stack them? Oh my God. If you could stack them, that would be awesome.
Like your
it's gotta have
table
the
orders 4
holes.
and they come in a big stack.
Yes. Yes. I'd like a house of burgers, please. They just stacked them into this little house. You have a stack of onion rings. I want a stack of burgers in all the different colors. But yeah, I mean, again, nothing too out of the wild. Um, but yeah, I
That's
saw
cool.
this and I was like, okay, I could, if you're a big, you hear about Disney adults. I'm sure if there's some Lego adults out there, like this is like I'm eating here every day for the rest of my life. Like
Well, if you think about it, Legoland screwed themselves. They should have had that crap there.
that's
That
you
would
know
have
what?
people be like, "Oh, you can only get it here," and then they could have sued this company.
That's not a bad idea actually. I just realized
Nice.
that I know you can't see the screen, but I could have did this, which would way help
Oh,
you see the screen.
yeah. I wouldn't have needed to put my phone.
Way late in the game. All right, couple more and we're done with this. Okay, because half of this is making me nauseous and half of it's making me hungry, and I don't know which side I'm gonna end up falling on. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's Lego. Oh, we come to this one. Pepsi is not the only one that could just make up terrible, terrible ideas. Now, there is no picture for this one specifically, but to give you the idea, here you go. Mountain Dew is testing officially testing. It's out there in the they have the test markets. It's out there. It's testing a new soda flavor as part of its new campaign for the summer. A select group of fans will be able to taste test and vote on the new drinks, including a pickle flavored one. Who? First of all, if you drink pickle juice, I have issues with you. Period. Like that's just I just I can't. I can't. But pickle flavored Mountain Dew? Where's my pickle people out there? My pickle pecker peoples. Defend this, please, because I can't imagine real pickle eaters want pickle flavored soda.
Yeah, like I want some citrus. I don't know, bright citrusy flavored drink. That's just gross.
Like I think
I need about 1,000 milligrams of sugar with my pickles. That's what makes me feel good.
Like, cause the pickle is supposed to be sour. It's supposed to have like the vinegary kind of bittery sour, and then like my mouth just did like a spasm, and like, I got that right in the yeah. The best drink to wash down a Lego burger. I mean,
for dessert, you can have a churro Kit Kat.
Yeah. Oh God. Ugh.
It's the official soda of summertime.
I'm surprised that'll be the selling point. Take me to the mountaintop of summer, the Swiss Alps, my pickle dew. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, I'm getting nauseous. All right, enough. That's going away. All right. So now I am a bit of a hot saucy, like I like my hot sauces. Nothing that you melt your face and that you can't taste anything. I like flavorful. I like hot. I like to tingle and the spice and all that. I don't want like there's like Steve-O's Butthole Destroyer, which I tried once. Doesn't taste good. And it is what it says it is. It hurts on the way out. It 100% hurts on the way out, which it shouldn't be a selling point. But I do like hot sauces. I don't know if I like hot sauces this much. Introducing Mountain Dew Baja Blast hot sauce. This is a real thing. It's really selling. Now, it is limited to only 750 bottles. You cannot buy it. Once again, through the company, through the corporate, you have to enter the contest online. You can win it. I think the contest runs now through February. So, good luck. I mean,
I think they just dyed it. It just looks like they just dyed it the weird, stupid Baja Blast color. Hopefully, that's all they did. I don't know. That's just gross.
I don't understand. I feel like this should be a man versus food episode. Oh man, wintertime peppermint Mountain Dew would be a better selling. Yeah, he's talking about the last one. Yeah, I can see that. Drink it through the wiener straw. The pickle soda through the wiener straw. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Don't forget this in your Pepsi sauce for the Lego burger. There you go. You'll have your Pepsi chip or your cola chip and your Mountain Dew Baja Blast with your Lego burger with a side of pickle dew. And you'll have yourself just the worst possible stomach ache. Oh God. All right. Now this next one, we got the last two. Yeet with extreme prejudice and violence.
Yes.
Yes. This one went viral. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't already seen it. There's really nothing else to say about it other than Burger King in Thailand introduced what they're calling the real cheeseburger, which is a sandwich that contains 20 slices of American cheese stacked on a sesame seed bun with nothing else. This is real, people. This is 100% legit. Burger King in Thailand, the real cheeseburger. Who is buying this? And for the love of God, why?
Shouldn't eat that much cheese. You're not gonna be able to shit for a month.
Like I saw a picture online. Someone had bought it and they cut it in half, and it looks like a block of cheese. It looks like a block of cheese. Who sees a block of cheese and like, ooh, I'm just gonna
put it in between two pieces of bread and eat it.
I have no words. This
will do good in Wisconsin.
Who is this for? Is like, do you have a vegetarian in your group? We've got the perfect burger for them. I mean,
but they wouldn't even eat it because some of them don't eat. That's like milk-based product. So.
Oh yeah, well you're thinking like vegan. That's going like full vegan, but vegetarian typically is just a vegan.
And you're in Thailand. It's like, do they really eat that over there?
I've been racking my brain.
Maybe they don't have cows, and I don't know. I've never been. Maybe they don't get cheese a lot over there, and they're like, oh, this is good.
That's a good one. Jeremy says the porcelain throne is under attack. Yeah. Maybe they have a shitting problem in Thailand, and they're like, how can we block up people?
A pound of cheese.
The only thing that I can think of, the only thing that makes any sort of sense is that for whatever reason, Thailand is sitting on an absolute massive surplus of cheese. And they're like, what are we going to do with all this cheese? And Burger King's like, I got you, fam.
That's probably what happened. Someone put in the wrong order for the cheese slices, and they got like 4 Connex boxes full of cheese slices. And they're like, what the hell? This is the last time we let you put in the order.
They're like, we need 100,000 slices of cheese that'll last us for somebody put just an extra 0. It's like 1 million slices of cheese. And they're just like, well, if we do the math right, 20 slices of burger, we should get by.
Yeah, we'll burn through this before it goes bad.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And yes, Scott, I do know about the huge cheese storage depots in America. Yeah, where we are that comes from like, what was it, like World War II or something like that. We're still sitting on a ginormous like surplus of cheese. Like it's a real thing. There's a great Adam Ruins Everything episode, I think, about it. and how if you ever wonder why is cheese on everything, and especially when it relates to fast food, it's because fast food markets, fast food corporations made deals with the government to buy up. Like they get subsidies the more cheese they use. Like this is a real thing. So the more cheese that the like Burger King and McDonald's and all these corporations use, the bigger like rebates and incentives they get from the government because of they're trying to use up the. So like if you ever wonder why there's cheese on everything, why he's like if you got a burger, put cheese on it. You got a cheeseburger, put cheese on it. You got double the cheese on it. Like that's why it's America becoming the #1 cheese export when we make foreign nations have cheese. Oh man, what drink goes with a 20 slice of cheeseburger? Just spitballing. What
Pickle
drink?
do.
The pickle do. Oh man.
Or bourbon pepper.
Bourbon pepper. I like that. All right.
Actually, you got to get Pepsi burger flavored.
Gotta get that the Pepsi chip, the cola chip. Put that on there. Oh, God, Jesus Christ! I'm getting such a stomachache from doing this. Last one. Cheese juice. Ugh. Last one. And by no means the worst or the best. It's just the last one. Get your buffalo chicken. Get your buffalo chicken and celery ready because Hidden Valley Ranch has something special for you. Introducing the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. Yeah. Yep. It's a collaboration between Brooklyn Van Leeuwen's ice cream parlor and Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh, that's gross. That's also the worst dressing for you. And now you're going to eat a pint of ice cream with it. I mean, I like ranch. It's good in small doses, but not ice cream. God,
yeah. I was like, if my salad has too much ranch, I'm like, I don't want this. And you know what was missing? Just a cold, gelatinous tub of that ranch goodness.
That makes me want to punch whoever thought of that.
This brand has a history of just wackadoo collaborations. They did a mac and cheese one we covered a couple years ago. I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years ago, but they did a mac and cheese flavored, which at the time I thought, there's no way you outdo this. There's just no way. Now I'm scared to say there's no way you outdo this because they're like, did you grow up on the farm? Do you miss that cow dung flavor, taste, and smell? Introducing our new ice cream flavor, to remind you of summers on the farm. Cow dung, fucking whatever. Satan has won. Ice cream is not even safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Just might as well make mustard ice cream. Oh, the hot sauce one has been done. Hot sauce ice cream has been done. Mustard ice cream, I don't think. Scott says, so an asteroid can just reset us now. I don't think we can do worse, but I also don't want to be proven wrong. Yeah. Patrick wins with the best comment ever. They spent too much time focusing on if they could. They never asked themselves if they should. That is a great Jurassic Park reference. Oh man, that is the pop culture reference of the day. Well done. The great constipation of 2024 is coming. This is the end times. Humanity is doomed. Yes. There you go. I've got nothing. I got no comment. I got no comment left. I've got nothing to say. I just, man. Oh man. Oh man.
That makes me want to. I don't know. That makes me want to beat someone's ass.
We're all just sad and depressed now. All right. Yeah. Good night, everybody.
You should have started with that one.
It sounds sad.
Or just not done it. Some things just don't need to be said out loud.
You realize now I only do this once, like every 6 months to a year. I just couldn't do this all the time. Hey, we're getting a call. Let's see who's calling. You're on with Pop Culture Warrior CQ. Who's speaking?
Hey, this is Keith Miller. How are you?
Hey, Keith. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, on my drive home from work today, I wrecked my truck. Some lady pulled out in front of me, and I come home, and I hop on here, and I see branch-flavored ice cream. So I don't know which is worse in my day. So thanks for that.
I'm so sorry. I mean, the truck, oh man, that's a bummer. But to have to sit here and listen to all this, that is just, what a kick in the dick. Outside all that, man, how you doing, bud?
Oh, just sweating here in Texas. I'm pretty sure the heat here is trying to form an abusive relationship and choke me out and have me call it daddy, but
fair enough. Out of curiosity, all the things that we talked about, good and bad, I'd love to hear your personal opinion. What was the most enticing one and the most revolting one, in your opinion?
Of what I just hopped on. I just got home.
Yeah, you didn't. We can recap it.
You're so
Pickle
lucky.
Mountain Dew, Bourbon Dr. Pepper, Churro Kit
What
Kats,
did I miss? The ice cream flavors or
Pepsi ketchup.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure ranch is revolting. It's like the bacon flavored whiskey that somebody left at my house.
Yeah.
It's like two great concepts that shouldn't mix together. And I tasted it and quickly realized why they left it at my house.
They exactly. All right, I'll give you the super quick recap. Let's see. There was Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavors. That's normal. Kraft Mac and Cheese was petitioning to get mac and cheese put on the Big Mac, so it could actually be a Big Mac and Cheese. Let's see. Sunny D Vodka Seltzer. There was
Try that.
Pepsi flavored Peeps. Or no, sorry, I had that backwards. Peeps flavored Pepsi. Peeps flavored Pepsi. There was Pepsi flavored ketchup. Bourbon flavored Dr. Pepper. The Kit Kat churro. Like a pickle flavored Mountain Dew. Cheeseburger that's just 20 slices of cheese between bread, and ranch ice cream. Yay.
The pickle flavored Mountain Dew sounds like a great hangover drink. You can get rehydrated and a bit of an energy kick there. I like the Sunny D mixed with vodka because it's like I can get my childhood drunk.
Fair enough. No, I like that. We were obviously joking about it, and one of the things they said about it is that it's 4.5% alcohol by volume, and what had us nervous with the Sunny D was that it's zero sugar. Like, how do you have Sunny D zero sugar? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, you can't even get drunk on that because the sugar is what helps your body metabolize it, and you get drunk quicker.
There you go. Well, that's the seltzer part of it. It's like seltzer just gives you an excuse for it to taste like ass. That's what I think. I think seltzer's just code word for ass flavored drink.
Basically.
The Dr. Pepper flavored bourbon. That actually sounds like something that I could get on board with.
Yeah. We basically talked about how that one's not a wide sale release. It was like a contest thing they were giving away, but it's I don't know. I mean, who knows? Hopefully, but yeah, man. No, I appreciate you calling in and letting us know what you think. You've always been such a big fan and supporter of the show. We really appreciate you calling in, man.
No, appreciate it. And the ASAP course is going pretty well. Just trying to find my groove with that.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah. For
we're
those
in the
that don't know,
mechanics.
many times, ASAP is a great program. It's a nonprofit. It's free for military, veterans, and their families. It covers all kinds of different programs, comedy boot camp. So you learn stand-up comedy, but it does. There's writing courses. There's script writing. There's acting courses. There's anything in the arts. And it's all for free. They even offer scholarships if you're like, oh, I want to learn to play guitar, but I don't want to pay for it. Like they'll pay for classes, and it's a great program. Super cool program. Very blessed to have been part of it. I always talk about it. It's great. Mike, you've seen some ASAP performances. You've been there, I know. I've been telling you should sign up as well. But Keith here has signed up. I cannot wait. You gotta let us know when your graduation show is, because I want to attend, and I want to put it out there so that fans of Pop Culture Warrior can also go out there and check out one of our fans tearing up the comedy stage.
I believe it's sometime in August. I have to pull up the email and look at the dates.
Outstanding. Are you feeling confident? You learning what you need to know?
Yeah, getting some good feedback. I just need to learn how to trim the fat and stop being a storyteller.
You know what, man? We're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. I've been there. So on the side, man, if you ever need a little one-on-one, man, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love we could talk jokes. I love talking jokes all day, all night. So anytime, let me know if you need anything.
All right, appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, it was good talking to you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving us a call, man. We appreciate it, bud.
All right. You guys have a good night.
All right, man. Take it easy,
You
bud. Yay. Always so good. Always so good. I got to figure out why Skype is so low. I'm like cranking it up while they're on the phone just so we can. Thank you for being quiet, Mike, because I can't. You're both on the same line, the channel. So like, if I crank him up and then you talk, you're like, so loud.
That's what I figured there was something there. I was like, I'll just shut up.
But yeah. So that's the end of Eat It or Eat It, because God bless, I cannot take any more of that.
Do that again next year.
I've had people like, oh, I heard that one segment. Why don't you do it that often? I'm like, I can't. I don't got the stomach to do it more often. I really don't. I really don't. I just, it's too much. It's too much, man. You can only do it so often. All right, man. We didn't play any games tonight, but we'll definitely do game. The segment went longer than I thought it would, but it was good. Great feedback from everybody. A couple more things, and we'll close out the show. Let's see. Some gaming news. We didn't talk about games. I do want to talk about games a little bit before we call it a night. Let me see. Where's my notes? Yes. Do I have this? I don't know if I have this picture already, but let me see. So obviously a lot has been coming out about from San Diego Comic-Con, from so many different things. One of the major products coming out that we can talk about is Spider-Man, the video game. Now, as a Xboxer, one of the biggest things that make me sad is that I can't really play said Spider-Man game because, it's only on PlayStation.
They're a bunch of ball washing bastards. That's why.
Fucking A right. Sony. I'm not gonna get on my high horse.
Quit being a bunch of pretentious pricks and fucking release a game for everyone. Make some money.
I'm not gonna get on my high horse, but Sony's the biggest bunch of like, crying. Microsoft can't buy Activision. That'll be a monopoly. You make all your games exclusives. You make all of them. God of War, Uncharted, Spider-Man.
Last of Us.
All the games are exclusives. So you don't get to go around bitching and crying when Microsoft's over here trying to buy. And they even said, like, we're not gonna make Call of Duty private because we'd lose money. We'd lose money.
Yeah, they would lose so much money.
Yeah, you'd lose for everybody. But whatever.
The reason it's so successful is because everyone can play it.
Yes. That all aside, later this year, PlayStation will release one of the biggest, most anticipated games of the year, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. They've showed footage, which I should have clipped the foot. That would have been a great trailer to show. Like when we can't show trailers, that would have been a great trailer to show the Spider-Man 2. Maybe next week. They've managed to secure an incredibly lucrative deal on a number of years, which will allow Insomniac Games to develop Spider-Man games exclusively for the PlayStation console, and it has moved a lot of people to buy the PS4, the PS5, just to experience Peter Parker and Miles Morales' stories. Now, while the first two games have released on PC, they came out obviously years after the initial launches. This story speaks to me because it says, if you've been holding off on buying a PS5 or simply weren't able to get one for the first couple of years because, there was such a fucking crush on the demand or on the supply, PlayStation has just announced a pretty good deal. PlayStation is releasing a limited edition. What's this? Somebody messaged me on the side. Hang on. What is, I'm being messaged something. It's about the show. Yes. Thank you, Kaz. God bless you. He's on the road listening. He wanted to contribute to the show. French's Yellow Mustard, announced a mustard flavored Skittles in honor of National Skittles Day. So there you have it. French's, there's all types of out of Zoom, but French's mustard Skittles.
Gross.
God. Thank you, Kaz, for that. Appreciate you. Thanks for playing. This is like the play at home version, folks.
Send us your crappy food items.
Send us whatever nonsensical food. But if you guys see some food items and you're like, this is perfect for a eat it or yeet it, please share it to our page. Share it to our social media. We've got the Twitters, X. We've got the Instagrams. We've got the TikToks. We've got the YouTubes. We've got all the social medias, the Facebooks, Pop Culture Warrior. Throw it on there. And then hashtag eat it or yeet it. I mean, do it. I'd love to see what ridiculous concoctions you can find. And we'll post it on the page and we'll give you credit for it. Maybe a gold star. Anyway, going back to Sony, PlayStation, Spider-Man. Sony has announced and is releasing a special limited edition Spider-Man 2 console bundle. And I've got to admit, it is beautiful. So here you go. It is just, man, it's words. Like, I love Spider-Man. Anybody knows Spider-Man's my favorite hero by leaps and bounds ahead of anybody else. And this looks gorgeous. I do wish there was a little bit more web designed into it instead of just the logo kind of floating out in red space. But obviously the intention here is that, this is the symbiote taking over, like the black taking over the red. Which is weird to me. Again, it's just aesthetically, I'm a little OCD. Like the console has more red, and then the controller has just a little bit. It's mostly black. So I don't know. I don't know. I just something about that is I don't know. Either way, regardless, man. I just that's one that just that's hard to I said I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation. But that so obviously this one it says here the black consuming most of the console represents the symbiote trying to take over the Spider-Man costume. The signature white logo is also visible on the console and will come with a controller with a similar design, largely black with a little bit of red. If you already have a PS5, you can still get in on the action. You can purchase the controller separately, as well as the detachable PS5 cover that will give you the same exact unique look. All of this will release on September 1st, and the limited edition console bundle will come with a digital voucher for the video game, allowing you to play Marvel Spider-Man 2 at release on October 20th. Pre-orders for the accessories and the console go live July 28th. So in a few days, 3 days from now, if you're watching live, you can pre-order this. I just, man, part of me.
They did. I'm pretty sure they did that for the other one too, but I don't know. That's cool. It's great. I bought a PlayStation to play the first one, and that was like the only game I played on it. And it sat there for years after that, and I never.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. It definitely isn't. But
don't get me wrong. It's a phenomenal. Okay, so I'm a guy. I've watched gameplay footage. I've played a sampling of it when I went over to other people's house that PlayStation. It's an amazing game. It's a great game. Story, action, controls are awesome. You really feel like Spider-Man. Yada yada yada. It's like you said.
It's not worth $500.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like the Angry Elf is bad, like just slamming me with pre-order it. I can't justify spending that exorbitant amount of money for a single game. I just can't. And there's no other game I'll be playing on it. That's the thing. Maybe God of War. If I really wanted to push it. But outside of that,
you're just falling into Sony's trap. That's what they want. They want you to buy the damn thing to play the one game.
I mean, I just
you're not gonna do it.
And The Last of Us is going to. That would be it. That'd be the three. I'd play, Spider-Man, God of War, Last of Us, and that's it. Like that would be the extent of the entire consoles generation. Like it'd be the PX6 before I'd end up getting another game. Like it's just, yeah. I agree with Heath. He's like, I just want a new Fight Night, Ace Combat, or Omnishua, Animusha. But yeah, Fight Night, one of my favorite games of all time. Great boxing game. Don't make like that. And Ace Combat. We haven't had a flight sim fighter game thing in forever. So yeah, for sure, man. We got people chatting on Kick, man. God bless. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so tempted.
Yeah, that's what they want. Tempted. They're tempting you to buy it.
So
you know how many people are going to buy that? If they were on the edge and then they see that and they're like, I gotta have that. That's what
I mean, and it like matches. It matches practically. It's only a slight variation of that. Like, man, why do they do this to me? It's not fair. It's just not fair. I just. Anyway, one more story before we wrap things up here, because I'm getting hungry and angry. I'm getting hungry and angry. So I have this for you. Where's my notes? Oh, speaking of special edition, limited edition consoles and things, a new limited edition Xbox One, Xbox Series XS controller was revealed. CQ needs Oreos. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's always a yes. Xbox can get in on this too, although you'll see. The new controller was revealed themed after the Ninja Turtles. seems normal enough. So naturally, it smells like pizza.
Really?
This is literal. I'm saying this in the literal sense. It is literally scented to smell like pizza. Take a look at this. These are the new controllers that were just revealed. According to Xbox, the special new controller is to celebrate the release of Paramount Pictures' Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Further, Xbox claims it's the first ever pizza-scented controller. Like, yeah, no shit. Unfortunately, the pizza smell is not built into the actual controller, but what looks like an attachment that would probably be pretty awkward to play with. In other words, it's not very functional. It's also unclear what specific type of smell that emits. Like, is
marinara sauce?
Yeah,
Probably,
like,
I would imagine.
I don't know.
Garlic.
Whatever. Yeah.
So that comes out, the pizza part pulls out, hopefully, right?
I
You
would
don't have to play
imagine
with that
so.
stupid thing in the whole time.
I would imagine so. I have done that. So here's the announcement. Satisfy your hunger for kicking butt with the world's first ever pizza scented controller designed to deliver the smell of the Turtles' beloved meal to your game time. These exclusive Xbox wireless controllers come with a built-in scent diffuser shaped like a slice of delicious New York za. The controller comes in 4 variations, each representing the signature colors, weapons, and personality of a turtle brother, Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. To get your hands on one of these Pizza Boys, you will need to follow Xbox Game Pass on Twitter and retweet the official Xbox Game Pass sweepstakes tweet. Yeah. It says the sweepstakes runs from July 24th, which was yesterday, to August 13th. How many controllers are being given away? Xbox does not say. It could be 10. It could be 1,000. We don't know. But there you have it. I don't know what to say. As a guy who I like Ninja Turtles,
I don't want a diffuser though.
I don't want to smell. Like, I love pizza. Dude, smelling pizza makes me want pizza. So if my controllers smelled like pizza, I just all the time. I just all the pizza all the time.
All you have to do is eat a slice of pizza while you're playing, and your freaking controller will smell like it because it'll be all greasy.
Just dip your controller in the pizza grease and just
rub it
just
on the top of the pizza.
Man.
Yeah, I don't want to smell that while I'm playing, because especially if it smells weird, like off, and then you're gonna be like, yeah. I wanted pizza until I plugged this thing in, and now I don't.
Why wasn't this in the Eat It or Yeet It segment? Fair enough, because you can't eat it. It's a controller. No, and Scott says those are sick designs. Don't get me wrong, the designs are pretty cool, very cool designs. And
so they're gonna do diffusers for all of them. Now we can get like a gunpowder one, and gunpowder and disappointment for COD.
Just sweat, sadness, like
yeah.
You just it smells like gunpowder, Copenhagen, like old hot. What was the Red Bull like just a monster drink, you know, like just we're starting a dangerous trend. Yeah, we're starting a dangerous trend. You know, stripper glitter just falls out of it once in a while. Yeah.
You like win the match and shoots glitter out.
So dumb. But yeah. So that contest is actively ongoing. So if you want your chance to win, tweet at whatever the hell I just said, Xbox Game Pass giveaway something. Look it up, you'll find it. But yeah, and he says, does the pizza smell like Pizza Hut? Well, if it's meant to be authentic, it's got to smell like New York pizza, which does not smell like Papa John's, Domino's, like real New York pizza has a distinct smell. maybe New Jersey.
It would
Pizza
probably
Station.
be Pizza Hut because they have a big partnership
big
with the
partnership
Ninja
with
Turtles movie.
Yeah. How do you what? How do you? I don't know. I'm always chemically like. How do you capture the smell of pizza? Like what is cheese and tomato sauce? Like is it like what's the smell of pizza? Like what do you how do you capture it and then release it, diffuse it? I don't know.
Sweaty Italian guy? I don't know.
Keith said sweaty Guido guy in Queens going to do Uber. That's funny. All right, I'll give you that. Yeah. Anyway, so okay, so that was that one, and then did I think I had one last one. This is fascinating to me. This is fascinating. So I want to touch on this real quick. I know we're past the hour, but real quick, let's talk about this. EA, Electronic Arts, huge company in gaming. Uh, Number of things, right? Number of games, Star Wars franchise, license franchise licensing, and they have all these games.
All the sporting games,
All the sporting games. Yes, that's the big one. That's the big one. EA Sports, it's in the game. So EA just announced a huge shakeup at the company. It's essentially splitting into two divisions. So there will be EA Entertainment and EA Sports. So where it was all under one EA company, they've basically divided it and saying EA Sports, you go do your thing, and then EA Entertainment, so that has all the licensings like Battlefield and Star Wars stuff and all that. That's going to do its own thing. So obviously EA is one of the biggest publishers out there, holding the keys to major sports franchises like Madden, as well as huge IP like Battlefield. EA also struck a long-term deal with Disney to be the exclusive publisher of AAA Star Wars games and is still set to continue making more Star Wars games with a number of games in development at Respawn Entertainment, which is a division of EA. EA has also been known to produce some smaller, more original titles like It Takes Two, which have gone on to win all kinds of awards. With that said, EA is shaking things up. It's announced that it is separating EA Sports from a brand it now calls EA Entertainment. The separation is intended to give various curated executives control over their respective sections and brands, which will allow more flexibility with budgets, decision making, and so on. In short, it's ultimately being done to allow more freedom for these two different sections of EA, right? Because like how you budget things and how you oversee things for a sports game versus a storytelling game, completely different. Makes sense. Today,
It sounds like the sports guys lead it all, and they're being a bunch of douchebags to the non-sports games.
That's one way.
So
of
now they
looking at
separate. Like, you guys can't get along. Go to your separate areas.
One likely scenario. Today, this is an announcement from them. Today, we're announcing the next step of our strategy by aligning our studios into two organizations that report to me, the EA Entertainment, EA Sports, said CEO Andrew Wilson. In an email to team members, the evolution of our company continues to empower our studio leaders with more creative ownership and financial accountability to make faster and more insightful decisions around development and to go to market strategies. These steps will accelerate our business, drive growth, and deliver long-term value for our people, our players, and our communities. You know, all the buzzwords. Some have speculated that EA may also be doing this to appear more lucrative for an acquisition. If, say, hypothetically, Microsoft wanted to acquire EA Entertainment, it could do that without taking all the sports franchises with it. Something that may cause a lot of scrutiny with regulators. This is pure speculation, however, and EA has not indicated that it's looking to be acquired right now. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It makes sense, I guess, from a business perspective, right? Like how you work with sports franchises and how you oversee the development of sports franchises versus how you would oversee, let's say, a Star Wars game or a story, driven narrative game. It seems like it would be different. It seems like different handling of the business, different priorities, right? Whereas one is narrative and story driven, one is about realism and simulation. I mean, I don't know. You don't think?
Nah, it doesn't seem. It's not, sports games are the same shit every year. You add one or two new players. There's nothing else to it. It's the same. They just make it look a little better, and then that's it. So it's like you can still do both. Like those executives can do that, and just be like, yeah, that looks good. Did you add this guy? Yeah, we added him. Okay, and you got all your time on the other stuff. I just think they just weren't getting along, or like you said, they're trying to sell one side or the other.
Yeah. There's somebody that wants to buy it maybe doesn't want the sports to deal with the sports stuff, and they're like,
Yeah, because that was well, the reason EA got all those games was because I know specifically baseball, it wasn't selling. They were losing money on it, and that's like most sports games. The only ones that ever made money were Madden and pretty much that's it. NBA Live or whatever. Yeah. So they got all that stuff for super cheap, and they're the only ones that had it. Well, and then PlayStation had the show, which that made a bunch of money because they were the only ones with the baseball game. So I don't see a lot of people wanting that at this point. They would even want Madden, and that's it. But they probably want those other games. I would want Star Wars and all that. You make more money, more opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only so much you can do with the sports games.
Yeah, there's not a lot of wiggle room, and it's a hard thing. Every year I see like Madden's like we're gonna be better this year, and then everybody just bitches and complains that it doesn't do this, and it doesn't have this, and it doesn't have that. It's like we're damn near at the point where it looks like a real broadcast. Like how much more realism and depth can they add to these games? Keith says, "Bring back NFL Blitz." I'm not opposed to that. I don't like this whole exclusivity shit. I don't like the fact that EA is the only one that can make a football game. I don't like that. Like let other companies give it a shot. Let them get out there and I think competition breeds creativity and insight and modernization and unique ideas and it's just I don't know. Whatever. We'll sidestep that one. Patrick wants to know if Bethesda Microsoft the Bethesda Microsoft thing will affect Fallout 5. So Bethesda got bought out by Microsoft. They got completely bought out. So Microsoft now owns the Bethesda Studios, and I don't think it's affecting Fallout other than who owns it. It's still in progress. It's still going to be made. So yeah, that'll. When will it come out? That's a whole nother thing. But the current big thing that is the Activision Blizzard. Microsoft is acquiring that, and Sony tried to put up a big show about it's not fair, and they'll have a monopoly, and which is ridiculous because there's tons of studios out there. But anyway, whatever. Scott says, I imagine Xbox might try to acquire them down the road, considering Game Pass Ultimate includes EA subscription. That's a fair point. True. There's already a little playing in between the sheets, a little footsie going on between Game Pass and EA Play. So there could be some testing of the waters. I imagine Microsoft already bought Blizzard or Bethesda. They're almost done with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. I mean, if they were to collect EA, it's like Thanos with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Like they're like that.
Sony would cry. So they should buy EA and give it to Sony. Like, let us have these. We'll give you EA.
let us have Spider-Man. We'll give you EA.
We'll give you EA Sports. Yep. We're gonna keep the Star Wars.
There you go. That's exactly it. All righty. Well, this has been a jam-packed day full of news, headlines, and stomach-turning information. I'm a little nauseous, but I think I'll pull through. I think we made it. I think we did it.
Yeah,
Congratulations, everybody.
No breaks. Look at us go.
No break. We just go.
We just talked for 2 hours and 15 minutes straight.
Scott says Fallout 5 is going to be late. Starfield is up next, followed by Elder Scrolls 6, then Fallout in the works. I imagine we get Fallout 4 remastered before Fallout 5. Yes, that is a very highly likelihood scenario. Keith says, "Are voice actors on strike too?" If it's not necessarily the actors slash voice actors that are on strike, it's the SAG, the SAG. So that's the Screen Actors Guild. If a voice actor is in SAG, they are on strike. If a voice actor is not in SAG, then they're not on strike. Typically, SAG is Screen Actors Guild. It's for people that are on screen in some capacity. So there are some voice actors slash actresses that aren't a member of SAG because they don't intend to be on screen at any point. That being said, if they're in a popular franchise like Avatar or SpongeBob or whatever, or Simpsons or whatever, then regardless of if they're on camera or not, they're considered on screen because their voice is on screen, and therefore that's the case. How that affects game production is a great question, and I'm not entirely sure. I don't think, because game production falls outside the category of movies and TV, I think they can continue work on video games without considered being a scab. So you could be a SAG member who is, because remember, they're not just striking work, they're striking very particular corporations. Disney,
Yeah, like
Paramount,
movie studio,
Fox,
movie
Netflix,
studios.
all those. So like a
Gaming
game being made,
studios produce games.
yeah. So like a game being made by EA or some company, unless it's made by like Disney or a subsidiary of Disney, which is a company that's being stricken, then so there's even cases, just to be clear, that like there are certain actors that are still working. A, if they have a contract that came from before the strike, then they have to fulfill that contract. But B, a company like A24, which is considered like one of the best indie companies out there, can get permission from the unions to continue working as long as they're paying the strike wage, the wage that they're striking for. So like a company like A24 currently has I think 12 different projects in, and there's like 30 something different actors, SAG actors, who are working because they're being paid at the rate that the union is requesting, and the SAG has authorized them to. So not every company, it's not just actors are on strike. It is they're striking certain studios, which again makes up like 95% of Hollywood, 99 even. So games, as long as they're not being manufactured by companies that are being stricken, then I believe they can continue working.
Sucks to be Sony right now.
That would be one of them. But again, the voice acting part of games is filmed like 2 to 3 years behind any of the actual like release dates, because that's how far back it goes. So for us to see an impact on voice acting in games, this strike would probably have to last about 2 years or more before we really saw like, oh shit, we don't got games because we don't have voices. And in that case, though, businesses are shrewd things, man. They'll just be like fucking pop-ups, like old school Final Fantasy style, like they'll just do away with fucking words. They'll release that shit one way or the other. So I think there will always be content regardless of if voice actors are on strike or not. So
yeah, it won't last that long. They'll cave in. The thing that'll suck is everything's probably going to go up in cost. Just like when sports, like when baseball players strike, you used to be able to buy a hat for $20. Now you're paying $50. It's because the players get paid more. The owners aren't going to lose money. They can't pass it on to the consumer, which is us. So it's like all your streaming services, all that stuff is probably going to go up.
Yep, exactly. So, all right, folks, this has been just a lovely conversation. I'm so glad, and I'm going to convince Mike here to go on the cruise with me, the Comic-Con cruise. I got a year to convince him. We're going to do the Pop Culture Warrior San Diego cruise, or not San Diego, Comic-Con cruise experience, extravaganza. But all right, real quick, for all of you, you know the deal. But for any of those that don't, Here is the wonderful lineup at WTF Nation Radio. That includes Sunday nights, the Sports Bar with King and Coach, talking all the happenings in sports, in the old sports balls. They know everything that's going on. Monday nights is the Monday edition, the aptly named Monday edition. It's the news, it's the discussions, it's the the commentary of what's going on in the world and the news and all that stuff. Tuesdays, you might have heard about it. It's a little show called Pop Culture Warrior right here with CQ and Mad Mike or Angry Elf or Massey or somebody. Wednesdays is the Smoke Pit with Miss Radar, with our old pal Radar and TZ, killing it on Wednesdays at the Smoke Pit, talking all your E4 Mafia nonsense. They have some great guests, man. They do some really good interviews. I enjoy watching their interviews. Good stuff. Thursdays is Sergeant's Time with Ice and co-host, whoever's in the seats at that time, but talking all your big army, what's happening in the military and all the nonsense there. And last but not least, certainly not least, Friday nights is Friday Night Freedom. That's with your Kaz, with your Pookie, talking just all the fun. Like, they have so much fun on that show. They talk about everything. Sometimes I get jealous. Sometimes it's Friday night. They're having a drink. They're just chatting about whatever the fuck they want. It's a good time over there at Friday Night Freedom. And then that brings us back. We don't have a Saturday show. But that will soon be rectified. Very soon. We're working on something. We got a little something.
We talk about whatever we want. We want to talk about this shit. Well, you do.
No, I don't.
do, and you just drag us into the conversation.
Fair enough. But all right, guys. Once again, this has been just an absolute blast of a time. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all awesome. I still don't have I need a sign off. That's what I need. I need a sign off. What can my sign? Somebody come up with a sign off for me. That's what I need more than anything. Thanks for listening.
You want people doing
that. Fair enough. So thanks as always for listening to Pop Culture, where we cover all the things pop culture with a veteran twist. Hope you enjoyed our talk today. You know where to follow us. Don't forget. Follow us on all the TikToks and YouTubes and Facebooks and Twitters. We're all there. Pop Culture Warrior, WTF Nation Radio, and U.S. Army WTF Moments. Drop a like, drop a comment. To learn more about Pop Culture Warrior, visit your local library. I mean, maybe.
That's still a thing.
Maybe. Where's all the pop culture at? The pop culture's on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on just about everywhere you can have a social media. It's a social media thing. Don't forget to, like I said, follow, subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us a review, post your food item that you think is an eat it or eat it, man. We'll vote on it in the things. So until next time, this is Pop Culture Warrior signing off. This is CQ. He's Mad Mike, and I will leave you with what my first sergeant used to always say. Don't eat Cheetos and touch your dick because it'll turn your junk orange. Good night, everybody.
Doc! Oh, no! We're too late! We missed it! Oh, jeez, this is heavy. Wait a minute, Doc, I got a time machine. I'm just gonna punch in the coordinates. Pop Culture Warrior, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WTF Nation Radio. Now crank this bad boy up to 88 miles per hour.